Hey guys, welcome back to Swamp Donkey Gardens here, where we do a whole lot of gardening, a little DIYing, a lot of DIYing, and some repurposing. But yeah, welcome back. Like I said the other day when I made the sauerkraut video, I was gonna do some more apple cider on video, and this is meet my friend. This is my brand new apple press, antique apple press. I guess it's really not antique, but it's probably about 15 years old. It's probably been quite a few apples have been run through it. So, so we washed earlier today. I'm lazy today. Not lazy, but I've been out and about. I'll tell you what, it is absolutely beautiful out today for October 25th. It's about, I don't know, I'd say about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's got to be 65 almost, you know what I mean? It's got to be 65 degrees out. I was up early this morning. It was calling for freezing. That's what it was calling for. I think I mentioned that in a video the other day. But it, like, within a couple of hours, I don't know what it was, it switched. But so we didn't get any. It was beautiful. I think it was like 50. I would say around 50 degrees first thing this morning. Let's say maybe 49. You know, but for right now, this weather for October 25th in Pennsylvania is, I'll take it. So let's get back to the apples here. But yeah, the apple press. That thing. We'll go through it here. But we're starting out. We got some Crispins apples there. They're like a yellow. They're a good juicing apple. We have some, and look at these little gems. They are called, I want to say they're on the line of a Honey Crisp. There was another name for them. There's so many different apples out there, and it's so hard to judge. But I'm pretty sure these are Honey Crisp. But that's what's back here in that jug. Whoop. Well, anyhow. We'll pick that one up. And then we have some Macintosh. Well, we have a couple different, you know, and then these ones are off of a friend of mine's tree. Look at the size of these suckers. They're huge. I have no idea what the name of these are. I want to say Julian's, but I don't know. I really don't know. But they clean up and they're big. So so yeah, let's get back to that. You know, let's get back to that. So yeah, but we put our apples in here this morning and ran some water and, you know, shook them off, and that's about all you have to do to clean the apples off. So, but if you do know apples, there are if you're making like hard apple cider or any kind of cider, there is yeast on the skins, just to let you know. So if you are making cider, and you seal it, you know what I mean, it will ferment. You know, because there is natural yeast on these. We'll get into that another day. And I guess I want to go back into, I mean, if you guys want me to make different kind of videos, I mean, like fermenting hot sauce, or, you know, canning any stuff like that. I mean, I have canned peppers, you know, ketchup peppers, hot butter mustard. You know, I also have what I'm going to do with these after I juice them. I'm going to make some syrup. So, and I mean, if you want me to make a video, leave it down in the comments. Like, share, you know, but make sure you comment. You know, don't be afraid to comment. Let me know. I'd love to make, you know, a ton of different canning videos, and we will, like I said before, we will get back into the garden here shortly, and get it ready for, it is fall, so we have to get that ready, get you know, everything. But I'll tell you, I wish I could take you down there right now. The peppers, don't tell the peppers, but it's gonna be freezing here in the next couple of weeks. Not freezing, but it's gonna get down to, you know, where they're not gonna like it. So, but they're the one hot peppers or the mild peppers down there, they are going crazy. So, but let's I'll be right back with you, and we'll go over this apple press. All right, we're back. There she is. There's the handle, cranker. threaded down through there. It goes down in, and there's the basket, which I already have a bag in there. And then down there's a tray, which this all slides back and forth so you can put it under the grinder in the back. Don't mind the junk in the background. I'm telling you what, them apples are delicious. Then here's the grinder on the back, which you put the apples down into the in there, but you don't want to put your hand down in there, which I ran one through there already. So yeah, you turn the crank handle there, which I redid all. It was all, a lot of it was rusted. A lot of the metal stuff was rusted, and you can see back in here there's grease fittings, which, you know, makes it run smooth. I think there's a grease fitting on this side too, underneath there, excuse me. But yeah, that's all it is. Take your apples and crank them in there, and I usually just fill it up, and then here's the top plate for it, and then that's a just smasher, and I just hold my hand down on there and smush them down through there. So but yeah, then they all fall out down through here, down through this little chute, and then down into the basket there. And then you can see I have some down in there. I did a little bit earlier, just a kind of a test run. And you don't have to use the bag. I just find it easier. It just makes more or less of a mess. But yeah, they're just paint bags, 5-gallon paint bag for paint, sifting paint, or yeah, you know what I mean. So let's go around here, but yeah, that thing's cool. And in the baskets, it comes out of there, and it is what it is. I cleaned it all the other day. I went around with a 1 part vinegar, 1 part water, and just kind of cleaned everything off, cleaned all the wood, and just to kind of keep everything sanitized. And then I sprayed it down with good old Starzan. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. And then, like I said, everything, you smash everything, and it don't come squirting out of there. Then it goes down into that pan, which that gets bumped back in there a little bit when you pull the pan up, and from there it goes down through the tube, and then right down into through the 2 screens, which you can use. You can use another bag. You can use another filter bag. I just don't remember. I put them. Oh yeah, they're right here. And a little extra bucket. And I have there's a finer mesh one, which when I do it, I mean, if I really don't want to take some of the impurities out of it, I mean, if you want to just make apple juice, you just hook it up to that baby and go to town. So here, we'll get you set up back here, and we'll get some apples going. All right, we're back. We got my little table set up here, and then we got our smasher up here, and I'll take 6 of these apples. These little ones, I'll just it won't take much at all. And then you got to get it going. And once you get it going, you can see it. Just shreds them up. There's usually a couple left in there, but like I said, you just keep piling them on, piling them in. And no rhyme or reason. There I go again, rhyme or reason it. Some of them are a little rough. I found if you go this way, it shreds them a little bit better. And if you get stuck, you just back up a little bit and go back forward. And then the bigger ones are, you can only do a couple at a time. I do 4 at a time. So this is about, I would say probably about 1.5 bushels, 1.25 bushels. You can see the juicing. I'm gonna make sure it's under the juicer, or under the thing over there, because it does start juicing as soon as you get, whoops, I don't want to throw that down in there. So over here I'm working with a half bushel. You saw about how long it's going to take me. I'm about I don't know, say 3/4 of the way through the bushel. And yeah, it's not easy. You could hook a motor up to it. Real easy. Just you just have to hook, like I said, to my cousin, I said, he said, you're a machinist, you can figure out putting them out. I said, yeah, you can just take that off there, this wheel off there, and you got your shaft right there, ready to go. But maybe when we get a little older, we might do that. Right now, we can muscle through it. And there, my friends, is a half a bushel of Crispins and Honeycrisps. Oh. And that's, I guess, you kind of know when your bag's full. Yeah, you know when your bag's, doesn't really have a full or an empty, I guess you could say. But you're going to get a nice clean bucket. You can move this out here a little bit. It's already juicy. And I'll set that in a clean bucket. Next bag. Which you have some overage, we'll put that right in that bag. And it's just dripping juice. And with the bags, I only put it over about 3/4 of the way. Box of apples. That's one in itself. So I'll back that up a little bit. So it, oops, wrong handle. There's the old bunker. You just eat right through that. So I have some, like I said, this one's a mixed, and I went through earlier, and some of them weren't that good, so we cut the bad parts off. You always want to get rid of you don't want to put that in your juice. And that's what this thing's for. It's so you can just stick your hand in there. I like to flip it over because it gets pretty juicy on top. Pile it in there. You know what I'm going to say? Rinse and repeat! You're trapped in there. There's some trapped in there. You don't want to go. Thinking about make about 3 bags with about like I said, the bushel and a half or whatever we're working with. Don't put the leaves in there. Yeah, some of them babies are big. Big. There is certain apples that don't like being, or are better for juicing, not for juicing. No. Trying to escape. To me, it's kind of like a tomato. Tomato's a tomato. It's not a tomato, but if I have them, I will use them. In that concept, I guess. So yeah, we'll get these rest of these. And I can hear it, it's dripping in the back. Let's take you over here. Ooh. You can see Caesar dripping. Got a little blown over. Yeah, so it's starting already. I'll back her up here. Remove this bag. Get some of the chunks out of there. So yeah, we'll be back in a couple minutes here, and I'll finish them up and we'll get back to the next step. Alright guys, we're back. We got all that ground up. I didn't have enough bags. I did have enough bags, but I forgot I had one sitting over on the workbench. I just ground up the rest of the, and there was probably 8 apples. I just put it down in the bottom of here, which will not hurt a thing. So then what you want to do, which has some extra there. You don't have to tie the bag. You don't have to really do anything with it. You can pull your tray out a little bit. You get down in there and you get everything flat, and so it's all hitting on sides, so there isn't no huge pockets. And I usually fold my bag over to the top, and then there's one bag in there. So it's probably to about there. And then we'll pull with bag number 2, which this one's pretty juicy. Back that up off there a little bit. Now, smush that down with my hand to get it all level, make sure there ain't no huge air pockets or anything in there. Fold the top over, keep her all filtered. And you can hear it, it's running good. And then bag number 3, which that's just about all I can get out of that. This one here is. And I still got to get the smusher on there, which I didn't show you that yet. And then these buckets here, they got, I just dump that right on top. They'll run right down through. Same thing here. Bottom of bucket. All get filtered. And this is a sticky job, so. And then back here we got our presser. And hopefully we can fit that in there. First of all, I'm going to clean my hands off so we're not so sticky. I just keep a bottle of Starzan over here and I just spray them off. I'll dry them off with that towel over there, which I didn't mean that in the ground. So we'll give this a few cranks up, not to take yourself out. See, now it's raising up here. I'll be able to get that press in there, just like that. And then we'll take the tray and move it back so we're pretty center on it. Now we'll twist down, and you can see it's coming down here. It's going to meet the top. And we're already got probably 2 cups of juice. So we'll move that over a little bit. Get it nice and centered. And juicing is starting. And then that's going to press that down. That'll probably press all that down. That was full. And then we just crank away. It's so much easier than that other one. It really is. It's just so much easier, cleaner. You do more. You don't gotta worry. You can crank it the heck out of it. And you ain't gotta worry about it blowing out, because it's not gonna blow out, because this thing is sturdy as heck. And it's just rolling. And our bucket's probably up to about right there. And I think, like last time, I think we should get about the same amount of juice, if not a little more. We'll probably get about 3 gallons, I'd say, out of this one. I want to back it off a little bit. It's starting to, we got a little close to the back. So we're going to have to keep everything on there and just kind of move the tray a little bit. There. That's a little better. Don't need to be losing any juice out the back. And you can hear it. Got a lot of foam in there today. That's cool. Oh yeah, she's rolling out of there. And it's pressed down to about, I'd say about half. And I'd say it's complete when it's about 20, probably about 20 more full revolutions, I would say. Unless something breaks. Fresh apple juice. See, it's going off a little crooked down in there. That tells me turn it a little bit. Slide that over. And we'll give her another go from there. It's not easy, I'll tell you that. Definitely gives you a workout. You can hear things in there flexing and moving, but it's still pumping out apple juice like crazy. And if you want to make it go a little quicker, just lean it forward a little bit. Yeah, that's my new apple press. I think that thing's cool as heck. Heck yeah! I think Carrie's coming home with some apples a little later on from an Amish fella that we get our stuff off of. Yeah, apple cider. So, but yeah, that's my brand new apple press. Now it's not brand new, but the whole thing in there. Yeah, so I'm pretty proud of that. I like that. I've been looking for one of those for quite a couple of years, and like I said, thank God I got one here. And once it's done here, I'll give it a good clean up. And like I said, I cleaned it up with 1 part vinegar, 1 part or white distilled vinegar, and then 1 part water, and then I just sponged it down, and I hosed it off. And then later on in the winter here, I'll take this in the house and we'll pull it all. We won't pull it apart, but we'll sand it all down and give her a new fresh look. Maybe I'll burn it, or yeah, burn it for firewood. No, maybe I'll give it the burnt look. I don't know. We'll see. Give this baby a couple more cranks. Like I said, you can leave it go as long as, you know what I mean, as long as you want. I'll leave it go for, I don't know, let's say maybe about an hour. I'll leave it go just to let it slowly drain. And focus it. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the gist of it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said before, I guess I could go back into whatever. I got a couple minutes here. I want to, and again, I gotta thank all the new members of Swamp Donkey Gardens Facebook page. You know, thanks for joining up. I hope the content's what you hope for, and you know, there's a lot more to come. I got a lot more ideas. Like I said, I hope whoever's watching, you know, comment down in there. You know, let me know. I'll make some fermenting videos. I'll make some canning videos. You know what I mean? I'll show you what I do it anyhow. Not saying it's a super exact right way, but I get by pretty good with it. So, but like I said, leave a like, comment, you know, hit that bell for the notifications for when I come up with who knows what kind of video I'm coming out with next. I guess so yeah, I guess that's about it. Me and my apple press, we're gonna sit here for a little while, enjoy this nice PA weather, and until next time, God bless you. Hang loose.